Chicago's public library workers are out on the front lines every day, but they say when it comes to the pandemic protection, they're stuck at the back of the line. They don't want to stand there any longer. Here's CBS 2 political investigator Dana Kozlov.
Chicago library branches have been open to the public since the beginning of June, and librarians tell me they deal with members of the public every single day, which puts them at higher risk for getting COVID-19. In fact, dozens of them already have, which is why so many are frustrated. They are not in a higher priority category to get the vaccine, and now they are fighting to change that.
It's been incredibly anxiety-inducing.
That's how this Chicago public librarian describes her job during the pandemic, a stress shared by many library staff.
We have to tell patrons constantly to wear their masks appropriately. Yesterday, I told 4 people before I went to lunch, and 3 of them had their masks entirely off.
She's choosing to hide her identity for fear she'll be fired for questioning why library workers are not in the 1B COVID-19 vaccination category, despite Mayor Lori Lightfoot lumping them into that group less than a week ago.
I named some of them: the frontline workers, grocery workers, sanitation workers, our librarians.
Several Chicago aldermen, along with AFSCME, the union representing the employees, aren't only questioning the discrepancy.
Looking at what other major cities have done, including even just our peer cities, like Evanston, for example, DuPage County, they've treated librarians as 1B. I think that's appropriate.
47th Ward Alderman Matt Martin and 25th Ward Alderman Byron Sigcho Lopez are leading that charge. AFSCME also sent this letter to the former library commissioner, a spokesperson emphasizing 53 of Chicago's 900 library employees have already gotten COVID. That's 6% of the entire library workforce.
At the end of the day, this lies in the hands of the mayor's office. The mayor can do this with executive power.
And if the vaccination group isn't changed, many librarians are calling for curbside-only service.
Because if our services are not essential enough to warrant priority vaccination, then we are not essential enough to be offering in-person services.
Later this week, Alderman Sigcho Lopez says he and even more elected officials will write a letter to the library commissioner and reach out to the mayor's office to really push to get the vaccination category for these librarians and staff changed, putting even more pressure on City Hall. In Pilsen, Dana Kozlov, CBS 2 News.